All right, you're probably watching this video because you are planning to host live online lectures using Zoom for your campus closure due to the coronavirus. And I want to show you exactly how to do that. Step by step, from firing up Zoom to making it accessible on your learning management system to running the online lecture and everything. I'm going to show you it right here and now. And the video you're going to watch is actually a video from my temporary digital pedagogy course over at epichighered.com. And this is a how-to step-by-step guide on putting your course online and maintaining it online for however long your campus closure is going to be. And it will help you get the minimums that you need, but it will also help you take whatever you can do and make it as quality as possible and give your students the best experience they could have during this really challenging time. And if you're interested in this, if you find this video helpful, go ahead and follow the link in the comments below or in the bio below and just check it out. And right now, today, I'm selling it for $99. It's going to release on March 16th at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for $199. So if you pre-order it today, you can get it for 50% off and know that you have everything you need in one spot to navigate however long your campus closure is going to be and support your students the whole way through. Let's go ahead and learn how we can host a live online lecture using Zoom.
Okay, let's go ahead and look at exactly how to host live lectures using Zoom. So the first thing I want to do is I encourage you to do two things here. One, straight up, I don't think you should do live required lectures. And there's a lot of reasons for that. A full long, hour-long lecture over Zoom, students aren't going to pay attention to. And depending on situations and accessibility, it might not be accessible for all of your students. And even if you're requiring them to be there, they could log in and watch Zoom and check their Facebook, watch a YouTube, do anything other. They could even turn off their video and not be there at all. But from your end, you'll see that they're in there the whole time. So there's a lot of problems with this, but I know a lot of people want to do it. And so maybe your weekly lectures are optional and you will talk about a few things and students can join in if they want, but I want to show you how to do it because I know a lot of people want to know how to do this. So I went into my Zoom profile. Again, here I am on my LMS. I clicked Zoom Login. We are here on my main Zoom page. I'm going to click Meetings. And I'm going to schedule a new meeting. And this is me scheduling a reoccurring lecture series. This is if you want a reoccurring lecture series and one of the easiest ways to do that. So we're going to call this Kine 322 lectures. This is my biomechanics lectures. So I'm just going to add that. And the dates that I want to do this is, first off, I want to create a reoccurring meeting. So this is likely happening multiple times. And one of the other things I encourage you to do is keep this at your students' regularly scheduled lecture time. Yes, a lot of things can change if students are off campus, but there's a good chance the majority of your students will still have that specific time at least mostly available. So it's a good time to host it. So my is every day, or not every day, excuse me. It's at 11 a.m. Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays. So I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to put 11 a.m. Excuse me. Let's see. Monday the 23rd. That'll be my first one. And I'm going to click 11. There we go. 11 a.m. This is my very first one. I'm going to do it for an hour. And I'm going to repeat this weekly, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And let's say I know that my closure is going to end April 10th. So we have our first one on the 23rd of March at 11 a.m. for 1 hour. It's going to reoccur every Monday, Wednesday, Friday until April 10th. And we have that set, and you can put whatever you need to for your students. Now, there's some other settings here that you could choose if you want, but it's up to you. I like to choose only authenticated users can join, so I know who I'm talking to. And then I'm going to click Save. After I click Save, this page will come up. And there's a unique meeting ID that you could give to your students and tell them that each of these times they can do that. You could add these to your own calendars to make sure you don't forget. But this URL is what I want to show you the best. So you notice that this digit at the end is the same as the meeting ID. So what you can do is highlight this URL, copy it, so press Control C, and now I'm going to go to my learning management system and Blackboard for the course that I'm in. And I have set up a little Zoom area on Blackboard so my students can easily find it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click Build Content and do a web link. Now I'm going to paste that URL here and call it Zoom Lecture Link. It tells students exactly what it is. It is the lecture link for Zooms or for Zoom. And this is going to be in the text, link to Zoom for lectures during closure. And if I want to communicate a bit more, I'm going to say that lectures are optional and semi-formal, just so I give my students something to expect. Maybe I've already communicated this to them in a different way, but this way they know that they don't have to be there. And it's going to be semi-formal in that I'm not going to lecture to them the entire time. I'm going to answer questions based on who's there. It's almost going to be like an informal meeting. And you can put whatever you want here for your students. And we'll allow Grammarly to help us be a bit more specific. And so we will say one more thing, lecture times will remain as scheduled. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 a.m. to 11:50 a.m. This is our already scheduled time. And so what I do now is I just click Submit. And now what my students can do is just click on this link and it will bring them exactly to the Zoom meeting when it's time. So now you have it available to your students, and now you need to know how to start the meeting and what to do during it. So we are going to go back to our main area and go to the My Meetings page, and what you'll see is now they're all here. So you'll see the very first one, and as they come up, you'll see that there's a start button. As each one approaches, there will be a start button. When you're ready to start this lecture, you just press Start, and it's going to launch the Zoom page. And we can join with computer audio. We could see that I am talking up here, and maybe I want to do the video. This is the information, and the reason you're seeing all of this is because it allows people to click on it ahead of time. So until it goes live, they're not going to see the full actual meeting. Once it goes live, they will be able to see me and all that. So this is what it would look like more if it's live. You can see me. Okay, so now they can see me. I'm ready to lecture. They're in. There's a couple things that I encourage you to do here. I'm going to click Manage Participants and click Chat. And what this does is it brings up this little sidebar area where I can see who's here. and I can and I could focus on this group chat. And I might say, to keep things organized, please put all your questions in the group chat. And so I can just see them come up. All the students can see them come up, and I can address them as they need. If anyone gets really loud or annoying, or you're hearing their dog bark or something in the back, you can mute them up here, so that's helpful. Or you can mute everyone if you're really getting annoyed. But you're ready to go. Let's say you want to go over a PowerPoint. Make sure you have your PowerPoint up, and you're going to click Share Screen, and it brings up all your potential windows. And here is my PowerPoint on Newton's laws, and maybe that's what we're talking about today. So I click it, and it brings up sharing my screen. And so now I can just say that I'm going to do this as a slideshow. And again, it's still sharing my screen. I have all my stuff up here. I can create a quick poll to see what my students think about each one. And I can scroll through and talk about all of my content. A couple last things to note. If you're going to do this, again, like I said, I really encourage you to think about if a full lecture is the right thing, and students may really have a lot of trouble sticking with it. And honestly, that's a lot of work on your part to host these big, long, formal lectures. I know you already do it face-to-face, but now there's the technology, and what if your internet goes out? What if their internet goes out? What if Zoom doesn't work for you? It might not be the best option, but it's here for you if this is what you choose to do. Hopefully this helps you out.